introduced in 1915 and widely used in the BEF. Materialschlacht, literally material battle, German term for the kind of industrialized mass warfare that emerged on the Western Front in 1916. Minenwerfer, German heavy trench mortar. Pillbox, reinforced concrete blockhouse. Poilus, literally hairy ones, slang for French soldiers. Regiment, organization of infantry battalions. French and German divisions contained 4 regiments, each of 3 battalions. The British regimental system differed from continental use and regarded the regiment as a permanent organizational unit for its battalions. 0 hour, time at which an attack would commence. Abbreviations. AIF, Australian Imperial Force. ANZAC, ANZAC, Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. AWM, Australian War Memorial, Canberra. BAMA, Bundesarchiv Militärarchiv, Freiburg. BEF, British Expeditionary Force. CAB, Cabinet Office Files. CIGS, Chief of the Imperial General Staff. CNC, Commander-in-Chief. CLIP, Canadian Letters and Images Project. CMR, Canadian Mounted Rifles. CWM, Canadian War Museum, Ottawa. DTA, Deutsches Tagebucharchiv, Emmendingen. GHQ, General Headquarters, British Expeditionary Force. GOC, General Officer Commanding. GQG, Grand Quartier Général, French High Command. IWM, Imperial War Museum, London. KA, Bayerisches Hauptstadtarchiv, Abteilung 4, Kriegsarchiv, Munich. LAC, Library and Archives, Canada, Ottawa. LHCMA, Liddell Hart Centre for Military Archives, King's College, London. MG, Machine Gun. NCO, Non-Commissioned Officer. OHL, Oberste Heeresleitung, German Supreme Command. PPCLI, Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry. RFA, Royal Field Artillery. RFC, Royal Flying Corps. TNA, the National Archives, Q. WO, War Office Files. Introduction. Good God, did we really send men to fight in that? The words of Sir Lancelot Kiggle, a senior staff officer at British GHQ upon visiting the Passchendaele battlefield, are some of the most notorious in the history of warfare. Sharp, to the point, shot through with horror and shock, they seem to encapsulate perfectly the appalling way in which battles were conducted between 1914 and 1918. By almost criminally negligent chateau generals, with no idea of the conditions on the front, who sent a generation of young men to squalid, terrifying deaths. The story first appeared in Basil Liddell Hart's The Real War, which was published in 1930, and was an explosive exposé of the Great War written by one of Britain's foremost military thinkers. Kiggle himself was not named, something Liddell Hart would only reveal after Kiggle's death in 1954. With Liddell Hart referring instead to a highly placed officer from General Headquarters who was on his first visit to the battlefront. Growing increasingly uneasy as the car approached the swamp-like edges of the battle area, he eventually burst into tears, crying, "Good God, did we really send men to fight in that?" To which his companion replied that the ground was far worse ahead. If the exclamation was a credit to his heart, it revealed on what a foundation of delusion and inexcusable ignorance his indomitable offensiveness had been based. For little